5 reasons why Africans love Ibrahim Traoré and why the West is fighting him. Ibrahim Traoré, the current president of Burkina Faso, embodies a new wave of African leadership that prioritizes anti-colonial sentiments and seeks to redefine the relationship between African nations and former colonial powers. Through military diversification, cultural reclamation, and economic independence, Traoré's administration represents a broader movement toward reclaiming agency and asserting national identity in a post-colonial context. This shift not only resonates within Burkina Faso, but also reflects a growing trend across the continent, as many nations strive to forge their own paths free from the shadows of colonialism. In this video, we shall be looking at 5 reasons why Africans love and respect Captain Ibrahim Traoré and why the West is fighting him. But first, please take a few seconds to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our videos. 1. His anti-colonial policies. Ibrahim Traoré has emerged as a prominent figure in the discourse surrounding anti-colonial sentiments in Africa. His leadership reflects a growing wave of nationalism and a desire for sovereignty among African nations, particularly in the context of historical and ongoing colonial influences. Burkina Faso, formerly known as Upper Volta, has a complex colonial history marked by French rule from the late 19th century until independence in 1960. The legacy of colonialism continues to impact the nation, manifesting in economic dependency, cultural imperialism, and political instability. Traoré's rise to power comes at a time when many citizens feel disillusioned with the historical ties to former colonial powers and are seeking a new path that emphasizes autonomy and self-determination. Traoré's discourse often includes strong anti-colonial rhetoric, which resonates with a populace that has experienced years of external influence. His statements frequently emphasize the need for Burkina Faso to reclaim its sovereignty and resist foreign intervention. For instance, he has criticized the presence of foreign troops in the region, particularly from France, arguing that such military alliances have not led to improved security or stability. This sentiment is echoed in public demonstrations where citizens express a desire for the nation to take control of its destiny. After assuming power through a coup in late 2022, Traoré made headlines by advocating for a re-evaluation of Burkina Faso's relationships with former colonial powers, particularly France. His administration has sought to diminish French influence in military and economic affairs, highlighting a broader trend among African nations to assert independence from colonial legacies. 2. Bribery and corruption crackdown. Burkina Faso has faced significant governance challenges, particularly in the wake of a series of military coups and escalating violence from extremist groups. Corruption has been noted as a key factor contributing to the country's instability, diverting resources away from essential services and security measures. Consequently, Traoré's crackdown on corruption is seen as crucial for restoring credibility in public institutions and fostering a sense of national unity. Ibrahim Traoré has positioned himself as a leader committed to combating corruption, a persistent issue that has plagued the country and undermined public trust in governance. His administration's focus on transparency and accountability is a response to the widespread perception that corruption has exacerbated the nation's challenges, including security threats and economic instability. One of Traoré's initial actions was to bolster the capacity of anti-corruption agencies. This included increasing funding and resources for institutions tasked with investigating and prosecuting corruption. By empowering these agencies, Traoré aims to create a more robust framework for tackling corrupt practices head-on. Traoré's government has introduced measures to enhance transparency in public procurement and financial management. This includes implementing stricter regulations on how public funds are allocated and spent. For example, the administration has mandated that all significant government contracts be publicly disclosed, allowing citizens and civil society organizations to monitor spending. Under Traoré's leadership, there has been a renewed emphasis on investigating high-profile corruption cases from previous administrations. His government has initiated inquiries into past leaders and officials accused of embezzlement and mismanagement of public funds. These investigations are intended to signal a zero-tolerance policy toward corruption, restoring public confidence in the judicial system. 3. Youth empowerment. Ibrahim Traoré has placed a strong emphasis on youth empowerment as a cornerstone of his administration. Recognizing that a significant portion of the Burkina population is young, Traoré views this demographic as crucial for driving national development and addressing the pressing challenges facing the country. Burkina Faso has one of the youngest populations in the world, with over 60% of its citizens under the age of 25. This demographic reality presents both opportunities and challenges. Young people in Burkina Faso face high unemployment rates, limited access to quality education, and political disenfranchisement. His approach to youth empowerment encompasses several dimensions, including education, employment, civic engagement, and political representation. Traoré's administration aims to harness the potential of this youthful population by creating an enabling environment for their growth and participation. Traoré's government has prioritized educational reforms to improve access to quality education, particularly in rural areas. Initiatives include increasing funding for schools, enhancing teacher training, and implementing vocational training programs that equip young people with practical skills. For example, partnerships with local NGOs have been established to provide training in trades such as construction, agriculture, and technology, catering to the needs of the job market. Understanding that economic opportunities are vital for youth empowerment, Traoré's administration has launched programs aimed at creating jobs. These initiatives focus on supporting small and medium enterprises, SMEs, by providing financial assistance, training, and mentorship. A notable example is the establishment of youth entrepreneurship grants, which encourage young people to start their own businesses, fostering innovation and self-reliance. Traoré has actively encouraged youth participation in political processes and decision-making. His administration has created platforms for young people to voice their opinions, engage in community projects, and participate in governance. For instance, youth councils have been established at local levels to ensure that the perspectives of young citizens are considered in policymaking. This engagement empowers youth to take ownership of their communities and advocate for their needs. Several young entrepreneurs have successfully launched businesses with the help of government grants and training programs, contributing to local economies and job creation. The establishment of youth councils has led to increased political engagement, with young people actively participating in local governance and advocating for policies that address their concerns. 4. Military partnership. Burkina Faso has experienced escalating violence over the past decade, leading to thousands of deaths and displacing millions. The traditional reliance on Western military support, particularly from France, has come under scrutiny as citizens demand more effective solutions to the security crisis. Traoré's government seeks to redefine Burkina Faso's military partnerships to enhance national security and sovereignty. Ibrahim Traoré has taken significant steps to forge military partnerships aimed at addressing the pressing security challenges facing the country. With a backdrop of rising terrorism and insurgency in the Sahel region, particularly from extremist groups linked to Al-Qaeda and ISIS, Traoré's administration has recognized the necessity of strengthening military capabilities through strategic alliances. One of the most notable shifts under Traoré's leadership has been the pivot toward Russia for military cooperation. In late 2022, discussions began regarding the procurement of military equipment and training from Russia. This engagement is viewed as a strategic move to diversify military partnerships away from Western nations, particularly France, which has faced increasing public backlash. In early 2023, Burkina Faso reportedly received military supplies from Russia, including small arms and ammunition, as part of strengthening its defense capabilities. This partnership aims to equip the Burkina military in its fight against terrorism and insurgency. Traoré's administration has prioritized regional cooperation to combat security threats. Collaborating with neighboring countries like Mali and Niger, Burkina Faso has participated in joint military operations aimed at dismantling terrorist networks operating across borders. The G5 Sahel Joint Force, which includes Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger, Chad, and Mauritania, has seen increased cooperation under Traoré. These joint operations focus on intelligence sharing, coordinated military actions, and resource pooling to tackle the growing threat of jihadist groups. Recognizing the importance of enhancing the skills of military personnel, Traoré's government has sought partnerships with countries that can provide training and capacity-building programs. This includes exchanging expertise in counter-terrorism strategies. Burkina Faso troops have participated in training exercises with military contingents from countries like Russia and other regional allies. These exercises focus on counter-insurgency tactics, urban warfare, and intelligence operations, aiming to bolster the effectiveness of the national army. Beyond Russia, Traoré has explored partnerships with other non-Western nations, such as China and Turkey, for military and security cooperation. These agreements often involve military supplies, training, and logistical support. In discussions with Turkey, Burkina Faso has explored the acquisition of drones and surveillance technology to enhance its military capabilities in monitoring and responding to security threats. 5. Nationalism and unity. Ibrahim Traoré, the transitional president of Burkina Faso, has positioned nationalism and unity as central tenets of his governance. In a country grappling with political instability, security challenges, and ethnic divisions, Traoré's policies aim to foster a cohesive national identity and mobilize citizens toward a common purpose. His administration seeks to instill a sense of pride and belonging among Burkina Faso people, emphasizing the importance of unity in overcoming the nation's challenges. Traoré's government has emphasized the importance of cultural identity as a cornerstone of national unity. By promoting traditional customs, languages, and arts, the administration aims to create a shared sense of belonging among all ethnic groups. The government has organized national festivals celebrating Burkina Faso culture, where various ethnic groups showcase their traditions, music, and art. These events encourage dialogue and appreciation among different communities, fostering a sense of unity. Traoré has initiated forums for national dialogue that bring together leaders from various sectors, including civil society, religious groups, and political parties. These dialogues provide a platform for discussing pressing issues and fostering consensus on national priorities. The administration hosted a national conference where representatives from different ethnic and social groups discussed strategies for enhancing national cohesion and addressing grievances. This inclusive approach encourages collaboration and mutual understanding. Traoré's government has reinforced the use of national symbols, such as the flag, anthem, and national holidays, to promote a shared identity. These symbols serve as unifying elements that remind citizens of their common heritage and aspirations. National celebrations such as Independence Day have been revitalized under Traoré's administration, featuring parades and events that celebrate Burkina Faso unity. These occasions are designed to bring citizens together, emphasizing collective pride and resilience. To conclude, Africans admire Ibrahim Traoré for his commitment to sovereignty, anti-colonial sentiments, and youth empowerment, reflecting a desire for self-determination and national pride. His focus on combating corruption and fostering unity resonates with citizens seeking accountability and stability in their governments. Traoré's willingness to engage with non-Western partners for military support signifies a shift toward autonomy in security matters. By championing inclusive policies and promoting cultural identity, he embodies the aspirations of a new generation of African leaders dedicated to addressing the continent's challenges and fostering hope for a brighter future.